After this video, you guys are going to know exactly how to use your datum planes to do strange drawings at strange angles, and to have different surfaces to do your angles and different planes to do your drawings on. So please enjoy the video and watch it to the end. Thanks, guys. Hey guys, sorry to interrupt your video. I just wanted to ask you, please hit the like and subscribe button. It's going to make it easier for me to share my content with you guys in the future, and it will make it so that you don't miss anything. Cool. So datum planes, obviously now you see none. We go up to the top here and we click our plane display feature. Okay, there are your standard planes. Okay, so your standard planes are your top, your front, and your right view. Okay, those are the planes correlated to your standard views. So if I go on my views and I go front, it will turn it so that I see my front block like that, and the same with the top and the right. If I go right, obviously now we're seeing the right side, and if I go top, same thing. Okay, now we see the top side. Okay, we go standard orientation. Those are my planes. Okay, I can also select them from my model tree on the left here. So if I click on that one, I can change the name if I want to. That's my top, that's my front. So very simple. Those are your standard ones that it comes with. Obviously you don't have to add them every time you start a new drawing. They are there from scratch. You just have to select this plane display. So do not get a fright if you start a new drawing and it looks like this. Okay, so those are your planes, your standard planes. Okay, so in our plane feature, if you're going to add a plane, all you have to do is click on your plane feature. Okay, and then select the plane that you want the same orientation but just a different distance. So we're going to click, say, like the top here. Say there's your plane. So now, very simple. If you wanted 50 millimeters from that plane, obviously you type 50 in there. If you wanted 150, we type 150, like we do all our normal dimensions. I can also obviously drag it like we always do with the other ones. So those are all options. Okay. Over here on the datum plane menu, okay, you see now, yeah, we've selected that plane, right? So if I go there and I click on the drop down, you'll see there's a through. Okay, there's an offset, which is the one we just used. There's a parallel, which is the same arrangement but just not usually the same place, but nonetheless. Okay, then you have your normal, which is, it's not correlated exactly to the plane. It's a very odd one. I don't use that one very often at all. So the one I use mostly is offset. So again, you use that one. If you wanted this side, that's one thing. If you click on the arrow, go the other way. So that depends on which view you want to look, which way you want to look at the view. Okay, then on your display, normal direction, or you can flip, the same thing I just did with the arrow. Okay, we can adjust the outline, so you can change the size of your outline. So if I had to make this now 800 by 800, okay, you can change the size of your plane, which is quite a cool little feature. Then you can lock your aspect ratio as well, so that won't change. Then you can use references. So if you have drawing references, meaning if you have a model that have references for your sizes, then you can use that one. You can just unclick that and I'll go back to standard, and then obviously your properties, the name, and so this again we can change this. You can change the name there, so then when it's here you can see that it's already got the different name on the left here. So those are your basic settings. That's just if you're doing a standard plane, you want to add an extra drawing plane. We're going to do it like that. Okay. Now, the other thing I'm going to show you is if you want a plane correlated to an angle. For this, you're going to need an axis. So we'll go deep into our axes on the next video, but I'm just going to add this in here quickly. Okay. Okay. Now, if I want my axis of my plane on an angle, all I do is, again, I click my plane. Okay. I select my axis. Okay. And now I need to select the second plane that I want to reference my angle off of. So let's say I push Control, and I click on that one there, and there you can see it gives me an angle. So if I now drag it, as you can see, there is a different angle of plane. So if I want to do a sketch at a strange angle on my part, this is how I would do it. And then again, you can reference parallel to something. You know, if you've got a part, you can use it like that. Okay, now we also can use our planes. If I sketch now, I say sketch here, and I draw us a block here quickly. Okay, extrude, just do it like that, that's fine. Okay, and now say now I have a chamfer, or let's just say I have another surface. I'm not going to call it a chamfer, but let's just call it a surface. Let's give it a strange angle here. So we're going to go say like that, that's fine. Okay, so that's not 45. Okay, that's obviously a different angle. But now I want to draw something on the surface, but not on it. I want to do it slightly higher above the surface. So very simple. All I do is I click on my plane, click on my surface of my model, and it gives me my plane, as you can see. And then again, I can adjust it closer or further away depending on how I want to do it, what I want to do. You can also go the other direction if you want to go into the model. So if I wanted the same angle, but I wanted to start, say, from the middle here and go up or whatever it may be, that's another way you can do it. Then I can also say Control and then select that edge, and then again, now I can select my angle the other way. So maybe I can go, say, 90 degrees to that one, which will be 270 if you're looking at the way that the arc is. Okay, so that's actually 90 degrees with the drawing plane that I just selected. Okay, so it's not just axes, you can use edges, you can use surfaces. So it's obviously all of these planes are just there for if you want to do an extra little drawing in a place where you can't do it on the actual surface of your block. So yeah, very simple, very easy, but you do need it if you want to do sketches in specific angles and directions. So it is something you might have to know. I don't want to say you have to, but it is a very essential part of doing 3D modeling. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope it's helpful, and I hope you guys use it. Thanks, guys. Hey guys, quick favor, if this video helped you, tap like. It tells YouTube my content is worth showing to more people. And hit subscribe if you want more quick tutorials, tips and real engineering tricks for Creo. More videos dropping every week. Have a great one, guys.